All right, welcome back, everybody, to Knightstown High School for night 2. Tonight's some girls varsity basketball action between the Knightstown Panthers and the Shenandoah Raiders. We apologize for the slight delay as we were trying to get past the ad block once again, the block on YouTube. But, hey, we're here. We're earlier than yesterday. Been trying for an hour, but we finally got it. As so far, it's all knotted up at 2 apiece with 5 minutes to go left in the first quarter. As the Panthers going to inbound it, log 3. Off the mark.
Shenandoah team the other way.
As Lee going to try to go coast to coast, no good there. Raiders going to trap it in the corner, going to throw it off her leg, going to stay right here. Inbounds picked off from Grace Lee. She's going to try to go coast to coast again. She's going to lose it. Back the other way. As Reagan looks over to find Lacey. She's going to throw one up. Not going to matter. She's going to travel.
Nice down, put a little pressure on Shenandoah.
Raiders struggle to get across. Now they do. Pass tipped away. Finds the hands of Lee again.
Struggling for the ball. Jump ball.
Under the new possession. Lady Panther ball.
Number 12, Farmer, checking in. For number 4, McKnight.
As the Raiders try to supply some pressure of their own now. Both teams struggling offensively to find anything so far in this one. As we're halfway through the first quarter, and there's another steal for the Raiders. As Patrick passes it up now, log 3 for Blitch, off the mark. Raiders get the offensive rebound, going to stay right here. Blitch going to try to find another one. Finds the post over to Lee, and that one dropped it for 2.
Good pass, make that happen.
As the Raiders try to get in that pressure again, long skip pass up the court. And she's going to travel. Another turnover. Turnovers, the story of the game so far for both teams. Both teams struggling to get anything going. As the Panthers set up the pressure once again. Back over to Lee. She's going to try to go all the way with the left hand. She's going to be fouled.
Fouls on number 5, Haley Lacey. Her first. Team second.
As Lee's first attempt, no good. And drops down the second one. Gets a chance to set up that pressure now. As the Panthers find the middle, get it across easy this time. As Lacey dribbles the ball around now. Finds the high post of Reagan. Knocked away and stolen again. Skip pass over to number 12, Lexi Thomas now. My apologies. Kimberly Farmer.
Stolen away by Reagan. Nice time going the other way.
Wisely pulled out by Thomas. Over to Reagan, down to the corner now. As pass is tipped away, knocked around. And once again, stolen by the Raiders. Lynch going to set up the offense now for Shenandoah. Down to Lee again. Trying to find something. Lynch down again to Lee. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Going to stay right here with the Raiders.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 10, Cole.
As the Raiders going to use all 5 seconds there to inbound that one. Set up the offense again. Lee going to try to go one-on-one. A good screen there. Good pass down to Lynch. Wisely pulls it back out. Maybe a travel. No call. Don't matter. They're fighting for it. Lee going to get it again. Up at it for 2.
Nice rebound.
As the Panthers work it across easily again that time. Finally figuring out the pressure there. There's a long 3 by Drew off the mark. Walks into a 3 now. Buried it for Gabby Patrick.
Grabbing the rebound, pulling up for 3. Doing it herself.
And it's going to be timeout Panthers. As early in this one of the first quarter, the Lady Panthers down early to the Raiders 10-2. We'll be right back on Tri-High School Sports Network. As we're back here with a minute 26 to go in the first quarter. Been all Shenandoah so far, up by 8. As they set up that pressure again. Ball's batted around. Going to be triple teamed in the corner now. It's going to be thrown away. Lee going to get another steal. And she's going to walk.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 1, McLaughlin.
As the Panthers try now to find something offense. Haven't got a bucket since the score was 2-2.
Stolen away by number 3, Lynch. Taking it the other way.
Lynch going to try to find it down low. Driving baseline, not going to happen. Going to pull it out as we reach the 1 minute mark here in the first quarter. Lee going to throw one up from the free throw line. Not going to happen.
Fighting for a rebound. Knightstown comes up with it.
As it looks like she's going to be called for a double dribble here.
Number 11, Casey Hill in the lineup for the Lady Raiders.
Checked in for.
That's going to be passed down to Haley Hughes, and she's going to get the and-1.
Fouls on number 20, Taylor Reid, her first. Team third.
As Hughes fails to convert the and-1, but they're fighting for the offensive rebound. Going to be tipped away, off on the Raiders. The Panthers going to get the basketball. As the Panthers try to break the press again. So far having some troubles. Gets it across that time from Lacey. And she's going to walk. Another turnover for the Panthers.
Shenandoah's defense really putting it on them.
Yeah, really on both ends of the floor. Kind of getting any shot they want. Their defense surrounding, getting easy steals. Lots of turnovers so far for the Panthers. A lot of them also unforced. Lots of travels, walks. As the Raiders now, with 18 seconds to go, maybe getting one shot here as they're going to feed the low post and pull it back out.
Moving the ball well, moving quick.
as they find it over
Step in.
to Lynch now. She steps in and knocks down the mid-range.
Nice ball movement. Good step in by Lynch.
Yeah, that's going to do it here for the end of the first quarter. All Shenandoah so far as they lead the Panthers 14-2. We'll be right back here on Tri-High School Sports Network. We're back here for the start of the second quarter. It's going to be Lady Panther ball so far in this one. Been all Lady Raiders, though, up 14-2. Jared, what are the Panthers going to have to do here to try to start the comeback?
They really need to protect the ball. A lot of turnovers, a lot of travels.
Yeah, a lot of the inexcusable ones.
In this quarter, they really got to protect the ball and get some easier shots up.
Yeah, a lot of shots so far has been long through. That like Reagan going to throw up one off the backboard, no good. As they get the offensive rebound, no good again, and Raiders going to take over. It's going to be Gabby Patrick. Finding the baseline. Look at back out to Patrick. A long three on the way off the mark. Offensive rebound, though. Stays with the Raiders. Feeds the high post. Over to the corner, Patrick wants it again. Great pass there to Haley Hughes, and she's going to drop the bucket in.
Great ball movement, skip pass into the inside. Look good.
Yeah, great ball movement for the Raiders so far, getting anything they want. As we're going to pick up a cheap one here. Trying to go for the steal.
Number 3, Lynch with foul. Her first, team's first.
As the Panthers this time try to set it up in the half court.
Another steal for the Raiders.
Not going to matter this time. As Kimberly Farmer going to try to go all the way. Not going to happen. Offensive rebound by Grace Lee, and she drops it in. Again, the Panthers struggling to find anything with that press. The Raiders just hounding them so far. And it's going to be another timeout for the Lady Panthers as they're down big early with 6:41 to go left here in the first half. It's been all Raiders up 18-2. Back here after the timeout. Panthers hopefully have figured something out to break this pressure so far. No luck. Maybe they could turn that around. Start getting some easy buckets. Start the comeback. This is going to be another cheap foul.
Fouls on number 22, Grace Lee.
Fouls on number 22, Grace Lee, her first, team second.
Side out of bounds here for the Panthers. Throws it to the backcourt again. Allows Grace Lee to get up and throw some pressure on her now. She's going to be double teamed. It's going to be a jump ball. Raiders fans wanted it to be a steal. Not going to happen. No matter, though. It's still their basketball.
Nicetown continues to face pressure from Shenandoah's defense.
Yeah, so far, not much luck breaking that pressure. Hopefully they can find it. Make this a ball game as Grace Lee going to throw it up. She's going to be fouled and head to the line for two.
Fouls on number 1, Destiny McLaughlin.
Fouls on number 1, Destiny McLaughlin. Her first foul, team's fourth.
As Lee steps up and drops down the first one. As the second one's no good, Panthers going to take over. As the Panthers trying to dribble around, Reagan trying to dribble around now. Over to Lacey. Reagan wants it back, not going to happen. Over to Lexi Thomas now. She's going to fall over. Going to be another jump ball. Going to stay here with the Panthers.
Shenandoah again forcing a jump ball. They've been all over today.
Yeah, so far the Panthers have just looked absolutely uncomfortable. As they finally get it in. Over to Robertson. Past the corner to Lacey. She's going to try by baseline. She's going to get caught in another double team. Just going to wisely throw it off her foot and keep the basketball. As the Panthers now going to turn it over again. Pass over to the corner now for McKnight. Feeds the low post. She's getting triple team now, trying to throw it away, get something.
Stolen by Reagan. Going the other way.
As the Panthers now try to push the pace. Instantly gets across half court and finds a double team. Back to Reagan. She's going to throw up a three. Off the mark. Off, it's a rebound. Another one. They're fighting for it again. And another jump ball. Heads back to the Raiders.
Good offensive rebound there. Couldn't get the ball back up. Checking in for the Panthers, number 11, Lily Drew, and number 12, Lexi Thomas. No. Number 10, Cole. My mistake.
As the Panthers try to apply a little pressure now. Not going to matter as the Raiders make it look easy. Up by 17 so far already. Working the ball around a corner. Patrick walk three. Off the mark. Rebounded by the Panthers. Stolen again. As Grace Lee, the freshman, gets another one. She's got 10 already. As the Panthers get the ball down to the low post. Cole going to throw up one. She's going to bury that one. Maybe the spark to get the Panthers going as they finally knock down the triple. The Raiders get it up to Patrick now. She's going to try to go all the way. Great pass over to Grace Lee, and she's going to be fouled.
Fouls on number 20, Taylor Reagan, her second.
Fouls on number 20, Taylor Reagan, her second. Team
Grace
second.
Lee at the line for the Lady Raiders.
As Lee's going to miss the first one off the back iron.
Nicetown has to play more help side on Lee. She's been dominating already tonight.
Yeah, that low post has been all hers. All the dump downs, easy looks for her. easy way to get herself going.
Absolutely.
This is the second also. Empty trip for Lee there. Tries to throw it to her teammate. Not going to happen. Grace Lee all over it. And
Another
gets the
steal
easy
for
bucket.
her. Foul on the Raiders. Number 4, Rory McKnight. Her first. Team's third.
As the Raiders going to pull off the pressure, now drop back into a 2-3 zone. Tries to find the high post, not going to work out there. Finds her down the low post. It's going to be Roberson. And it's going to be another jump ball.
Shenandoah is jumping every pass when Knightstown tries to throw.
Yeah, been really disciplined on defense, not really reaching too much, waiting for the opportunity to strike. So far working out for them. As the Panthers have two players posted up on the same block. It's going to be knocked away by Lynch, and she's going to have it now. Oh, she's going to lose it here. Apparently it's going to go back to the Panthers.
Good hustle by number 10, Cole, tracking her down.
Number 25, Grace Benny.
Check it in for the Panthers. Number 25, Grace Benny.
As the Raiders set up their press once more. As Lee going to get another tip here. Can't salvage that one up.
Almost another steal for her. She's all over it tonight.
As the Panthers going to try to dribble it up this time. Not going to work. She's going to get double teamed. In danger of the 10-second call. And that's exactly what we're going to get.
Knightstown's got to move more off the ball. They're staying still, making their point guard bring the ball up. It's not going to work for them.
Absolutely. As the Raiders going to throw it in from underneath. Over to Lynch. Back to the corner. A log 3 ball on the way. Just off the front iron. As they get the offensive rebound. Drops it in for 2. It's going to be Haley Hughes. As Lacey here going to travel again.
Another travel for Knightstown.
As the Raiders hold a 20-point advantage now with 3:06 left to go in the half. Panthers going to have to make a lot of adjustments at halftime to try to bring this one back.
Check it in for the Panthers. Number 20, Taylor Reagan.
As the Raiders are going to look for much of the same here. Farmer going to pull it back out over Lynch. McKnight now, she's going to travel.
Check it in for the Raiders. Number 30, Gabby Patrick.
As the Raiders still applying pressure, tipped again by Lee. And Reagan's going to try to get it up now. She's going to retreat. Tipped by Lee again. And they throw it away as McKnight comes up with it now. She's going to travel.
She was looking down low for Lee. Couldn't get it to her. Ended up with the travel.
Yeah, unfortunately slides just a little bit there. As we got a second, just a reminder, fans, we will be staying live for part of halftime. As I talk to Lady Titans coach Ethan Cook, pick his brain apart a little bit. Some of his thoughts on some things on the season so far. And just a little bit of outlook for the rest of the year.
Another steal for Lee.
Lee going to try to go coast to coast, and she will.
Easy basket. Stealing it, doing it herself.
As the Panthers get it across now. Saves it to her. She's going to be fouled and one.
Good bucket for Roberson.
As Anna Roberson heads to the line to try to convert the and one, down by 20.
Foul's going to be on number 11, Casey Hill. Her first, team fourth. Just off the mark there. Raiders going the other way.
As a long trip one out, airballed. Fighting for the offensive rebound. Back to the Panthers. As the Raiders still up in that press. And the Panthers going to draw a foul now.
Fouls on number 3, Liliana Lynch, her second.
Fouls on number 3, Liliana Lynch. Her second, team
Anna
fifth.
Roberson at the line for 2.
As Anna Roberson is going to head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Just a reminder to the fans that don't know, they changed the rule from 7 fouls in each half to 1-on-1 and 10 fouls with double bonus to now 5 fouls in each quarter will automatically grant you 2 free throws at the line for the rest of the way for the quarter. And the fouls will reset at the end of each period. As Roberson going to step up and miss them both. Fight for the rebound, though. Grace Lee going to come up with it. And she's going to carry it.
Lady Panther ball.
Knights down with the inbound on the baseline.
Can't get it in. Looking, trying to find something over the corner now. Benny going to shoot the 3. Off the rim, bounce around a couple times. Offensive rebound for Reagan, no good. And Casey Hill going to come up with it. As the Raiders work the ball around. With a minute 30 to go now, up by 20 points. Trying to extend their lead. A long 3 on the way. That one's good from Rory McKnight.
Rory McKnight for 3.
As the Panthers now get it across again. I'm going to turn it over once more. Pass stolen away by Farmer. Long 3 on the way again, off the mark.
Lady Panther ball.
Panthers going to take back over now.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 1, Destiny McLaughlin. Shenandoah taking off the pressure now. Nice time, bring the ball up.
Yeah, with just under a minute to go here, you likely just try to keep that lead where it's at. Maybe get one more opportunity, extend it a little farther.
Nice time, gets her own rebound.
And she's going to be fouled. Lily Drew heads to the line.
Fouls on number 22, Grace Lee, her second. Team 6.
Lily Drew at the line for the
Drew makes the first.
Second one off the mark. With just under 30 seconds to go now.
Nice down, putting the pressure on Doa.
Raiders working the ball around. Likely maybe one more shot. Never mind. Pull up mid-range. She's going to be fouled.
Fouls on number 23, Anna Roberson, her second. Team's 3rd.
Foul number 23, Roberson. Her second, team's 3rd.
As Farmer going to have an empty trip now. And that one's going to be tipped away, stolen by McKnight.
Coast to coast with that one. Easy bucket. 5 seconds up.
Yeah, Rory McKnight makes that one look easy. Destiny McLaughlin, long three, airballed it. And that one's going to do it for the half.
At the end of the first half, the Lady Raiders lead 32.
Stick around here. Just give us a couple moments. We'll be live shortly with Coach Ethan Cook of the Lady
Ladies and gentlemen,
Titans.
can I have your attention, please? In recent
Okay.
And I'm here at the start of the halftime of the first game. I'm here alongside longtime friend, near and dear to the program, head coach of the Lady Titans, Coach Ethan Cook. How are you, Coach?
I'm good. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. Honored. Thank you for the invite.
You know, I think we're a little more excited than you are, but we appreciate you stepping up here and helping us out tonight. Coach, we just got a few short questions for you. Hopefully they're not too difficult for you out of your league. But, Coach, I just want to say, what are your expectations, first of all, for tonight? You know, maybe a couple keys tonight without giving us too much information that the Vikings might use. But.
Yeah. So, it's always tough playing a team twice. The last 2 years we played Blue River 3 times, so we know them well, right down the road.
Absolutely.
They're a good opponent. They play tough. They got a couple really, really nice players. Every possession they care about. They play hard on both sides. So, we played them earlier in the season at home. We had a pretty good idea about what they do. It kind of went the way that we thought, but, game 2, you never know what's going to happen, and especially in a tournament situation.
Yeah, absolutely. And as anybody may know, in county games, rivalry games, doesn't matter if one team's 20-0 and the other team's 0-20. Those games are going to be exciting and fun.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Every time we play Blue River, it is always a game. It's always a tough-nosed game. Our girls know them well, and they know us well, and we're right down the road. And having to see each other so many times throughout the years, it always brings out a good game.
Absolutely. Next thing, so far, what are your season expectations for this year after, a really successful year last year? Returning most of your players, losing Parham. I know she was a big scorer for you guys. So far, you guys have, kind of silenced the haters a little bit. Your 2 losses are to 2 really big 4A schools. Just a couple points, I would say that's pretty impressive. What are your thoughts for this year, the expectations, and are you meeting your goals so far for this year?
Yeah, that's a good question. Coming into the summer, we did a little bit different on the summer. We played in a league that was much more difficult for us, and I did that on purpose. I would say I would put losing Bailey, Parham, Abby Clark, Amber Rich, and what people don't know about is what Annabelle Searcy gave to our program. Those are 4 quality kids, and we lost a lot with them, not only in stats but leadership and everything like that. So I kind of threw the girls in the fire over the summer, see what we could do. I thought that we were going to struggle a little bit scoring the basketball offensively. My girls are pretty hard-nosed. They play good defense. They care about it. They like to sit down in their stances, which is something we take pride in. But getting over that, that offensive thing, that was probably my biggest struggle this summer and early on in the season, is finding stuff that we could do to get the ball in the basket. So I'm really happy with the way that we're playing. To start the season without a huge contributor, number 33, Nakia Cridge. She missed 4 games with an injury. Kind of serviceable minutes by everybody. We kind of just across the board figured it out. But to say that we are 14-2, coming into this after 16 games, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the way things are going. Well, we get better every day. We have tough practices every day. So my expectations so far, I'm very happy. I am, but we're not satisfied. Absolutely. We have goals. We have goals, and tonight and tomorrow would be, checking off the box of one of our major goals.
Absolutely. And some of those teams around, college football is a good example of picking on the little schools. Playing the same teams, beating them by 50. That's not fun. You go out there and you try to schedule some of these bigger schools like Greenfield Central, playing in these tournaments at Northeastern. Try to, maybe get ready for that February, March, time to come around for those big time tournament games so you guys are ready down the stretch.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. When I was able to sit down with the athletic director and we could figure out 4 or 5 games, that we could pick up, I immediately, started looking who could we grab. And, Central Indiana basketball, I mean, there's no bigger place on earth.
Nowhere better.
You start looking at some of these places, you look at the Newcastles, the Richmonds, we weren't able to pick up Connorsville, but there's just places around here that not only the venues are just absolutely amazing, but, the quality of the programs. And it was really exciting for me to, take a step and to try to get the biggest competition that we can. And I would like to just thank all these schools and these athletic directors and these coaches who've picked us up this year, given us a chance. And I've been happy that we could give them a game and hopefully finish the season strong.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing, obviously with the history of the girls program, former head coach Jeff Miller, now the court named after him, Jeff Miller Court, over at Tri High School, stepping in, they hear of a guy, Coach Ethan Cook, they may think, well, how is he going to fill the role as a Coach Jeff Miller? So far, you have absolutely been dominating on both ends of the floor every time you guys step out on the floor. Just minutes away from, history, almost made it to state. This year, you're right back there. You're trying to look for it again. What were your thoughts coming in? Were you a bit nervous, a little bit scared, or were you ready for the challenge, ready to take over?
That's another really great question. I sat on Jeff Miller's bench for 5 years. I developed underneath him. There were some jobs that came open that, I probably could have applied for, but there was one place I knew I wanted to be. And I sat and I waited and I bid my time and I made sure that I was ready for that. I'm not somebody to just do something for a certain reason. I made sure that I knew what I was going to do and what my focus was for my program. To say that Jeff Miller was a mentor is the best that I could ever ask for. And there's nothing like replacing the guy whose name's on the court either. No pressure there.
Yeah, I'm sure he's a big help. Can you say you learned a lot from him?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I learned. And the thing about Coach Miller is, the things that I learned from Jeff, they're not always reciprocated on the basketball court. You know what I mean? The quality of relationships he had with people, just it's the everyday things about coaching that some people don't know about, that you don't realize it until you get into it. That's where he was huge in my development. I owe him everything, and I appreciate him so much. And to say that he was a top mentor of mine is I'm very blessed.
Absolutely, yeah. Just a few moments ago before the game, I saw Coach Cook down there with former Coach Jeff Miller, hugging each other, talking with each other. That's the true meaning of a well-coached program, handing down the torch to you. It's really meaningful when that sort of thing happens.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. He knew his time was up. He did everything that he wanted to do, and to his credit, I mean, he helped prepare me, and then he didn't leave the cabinet bare. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so
he did.
He passed the torch to me, and I'll be forever grateful for that.
A couple more quick ones here before we let you go. What's your favorite moment so far of your coaching career, whether it be going to semi-state or maybe your first year at try coaching that 8th grade boys team?
You brought that up. Yeah. You guys were my first group, my first team I ever coached. I appreciate you guys. I still talk about you guys all the time. Learned a lot with you guys. Appreciate you. But, yeah, I would say last year just the whole year. But something that we do that's very special at Tri is our senior night. And, to say goodbye to my seniors last year was probably the best thing that I could have done. Just to know that they're going to go on to be great people was the highlight of my year last year.
And lastly, send you off, anyone you'd like to give a special shout-out to or give thanks to anybody here tonight?
I would like to say thank you to you guys for broadcasting this this tournament right now, and then bringing acknowledgement to the girls and boys program here at Tri. I'd like to thank the administration here at Tri that's made my job so easy, my coaching staff, my girls. I'm blessed. I have it really good, and I'd like to say thank you to all those people.
Yeah, thank you. We'll be right back here in just a moment. We're heading here to the second half of this first game. I'd like to give a special thank you to Coach Cook for joining us. Thank you for all you're doing. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
And we're back here for the start of the second half. Been all Raiders so far in this one. As the Panthers try to look to do something here, as the Raiders already back up into that press. I again want to give a special thank you to Coach Cook for joining us today. Truly meaningful and truly special for me to have him on here with us. And we hope to hopefully have some more interviews, hopefully some more guests later on in the future. As we are very excited for that and very, very thankful and appreciative for that. Back to the action. The Lady Raiders going to pick up right where they left off with an easy 2.
Big Knight taking it in.
As the Raiders defense still shows no mercy for the Panthers. As the Panthers finally get it across. And it's going to be stolen right back.
McKnight again, stealing it.
Up to Liliana, sorry. Over to Grace Lee, and she's going to have herself another one. Incredible game so far from Lee, as she has 16 already. As the double comes, the pressure already there. Pass over to Log, 3 on the way, off the mark.
Long rebound by Reagan.
As Reagan's going to lose it herself now, just like we were talking about earlier. The mental errors, maybe not just being super focused at the time. As Reagan there just loses that one over the half-court line. Going to be a backcourt violation.
Checking in for the Raiders, number 12, Kimberly Farmer.
As Lynch going to slow things down now, over to Patrick. Looking around, not going to find it. Back over to McKnight. She's going to travel. Turnover so far for both sides, just been absolutely stunning, really. Both teams coming to this like they'll apply a lot of pressure to get forced turnovers, get a lot of steals, but really nothing doing for either squad.
Reagan with the pull-up.
Trying to get, as Reagan tries to get some sort of a spark going for the Panthers. They're going to find it down to Haley Hughes, and she's going to drop it in for 2.
Good steal by Hughes there. Nice pass inside, easy bucket.
As the Panthers now get it across. Reagan now going to slow it up, try to set up the offense. Pass over, looks like it might have been, shot might have been tipped. Offensive rebound for Reagan. Going to try to do it all of herself now.
Reagan's got 4 tonight.
Over to Patrick now. She's going to try to go one-on-one all the way down the lane. Across the rim, no good.
Rebounded by Lacey, taking it the other way.
She's going to run her over. It's going to be a charge.
Offensive foul, number 5, Hallie Lacey, her second.
That's going to be a foul on Haley Lacey. Her second. Team's first.
As the Raiders now take over.
Pick and roll action. Good pass, good layup.
Stolen away by the Raiders. She's going to be doubled and she's going to be fouled. As the Raiders now with the chance to bring the lead to 30. As Patrick going to go all the way to the rim with the right hand, drops it in.
Shenandoah pulling off the press now. Knightstown looking to score.
Yeah, the Panthers down by 30 points here, trying to find any sort of offense. Reagan's been their only offense so far in this half. And she's going to carry it. Another turnover back to the Panthers.
A lot of fundamental mistakes from both teams. Travels, carries. Checking in for the Panthers, number 25, Grace Benny.
As the Panthers now trying to do anything. Trying to feed the low post now. Getting doubled. Pass over to Lacey for the mid-range, off the mark.
That was the number 1, Destiny McLaughlin. Her second, team's third.
It's going to be ticked away. Stay here with the Raiders. And she's going to walk now.
Lacey bringing up the ball for the Panthers.
Panthers trying to find anything still. Just passing the ball back and forth around the top of the key is not going to get them points as they try to find it down low now. Over to McLaughlin. And she's going to get it knocked away. Going to stay here. As the Panthers going to inbound it to the corner. Long three on the way, off the mark. As the Panthers now going to walk it up with 3 minutes to go left here in this third quarter.
Oh, great pass.
Going to find it over to Benny. Not going to happen. As Patrick looks to push the pace. Over to McKnight now.
Dump down.
Down to Farmer, over to Hughes, and she's going to be fouled.
Fouls on number 1, Destiny McLaughlin. Her third, team's fourth.
He's going to step up and miss the first one.
Number 11, Lily Drew, checking in for the Panthers.
As Allen missed off the front, it's going to be a lane violation on the Panthers. She's going to get another one. As that one's also off the back.
Thomas with the rebound.
Trying to push it up now. Look, you're going to be fouled. It's going to be a block.
Foul's going to be on number 20, Haley Hughes. Her first, team's first. Back to the corner, 3-ball. Just off the mark.
And McKnight going to take over the rebound. Going to head the other way for the Raiders. She's going to try to go coast to coast. And we're going to get a late whistle. I think it's going to be a foul. She's going to go to the line to shoot too.
That foul is going to be on number 12, Lexi Thomas. Her first, team's fifth.
As he steps up and knocks down the first one for McKnight.
She's got 8 tonight.
Ooh, all the way around the rim and can't get it to drop. As the Raiders going to pick up a cheap one here.
Foul's on number 20, Haley Hughes. Her second, team second.
As Haley Lacey going to walk it up now. Over to Drew. She's going to try to drive. Over the top of key to Cole. Off the mark. Raiders pushing the pace over to Rory McKnight again. Layup not going to go. Panthers now some pressure on their own. Benny, a long layup. Not going to happen.
The Raiders going the other way to McKnight.
Long skip pass. She's just going to catch it, stop it, pull it mid-range. Not happening. Back and forth basketball. Not a lot of points being scored currently. But fast-paced, a lot more faster pace than that first half. As Lacey going to try to find her own now. Offensive rebound for the Panthers. No good. As the Farmer just going to throw it away now. Back to the Panthers.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 23, Anna Robertson.
Number 5, Chloe Goble into the lineup for the Lady Raiders.
And checking in for the Raiders, number 5, Chloe Goble. Cole bring the ball up for the Panthers.
As the Panthers try to work the ball around. Still found no offense so far in this game. As they turn it over again. Walker going to try to throw it in there. As that one's going to be turned over. And we're going to get a jump ball. Alternating for possession. It's going to go to the Panthers. Tries to feed down low. She's going to be tripped. No call. Raiders take over again. As Patrick now going to try to drive. Goes a little out of control. She's going to lose it. White basketball.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 3, Trinity Chapman.
With just under 45 seconds to go in the third. Still all Raiders in this second half. As they're up 43-12. As Lily Drew going to try to take it. And she's going to knock down the 2. As McKnight now going to dribble around over to Patrick. Wants a screen from Hughes. Going to get it. As Patrick's going to try to go one-on-one. Finds it down in the middle for Hughes. Good pass, good finish.
Pick and roll action. Works every time. Knightstown's going to stop it.
He's just going to fire up a long three with a few seconds left. Not going to happen. And as we end the third quarter now, the Lady Raiders lead by a lot here. We'll see here soon if the Panthers have any sort of answer as the Raiders lead 45-14. As the Raiders going to start with the basketball here to start the fourth quarter.
Lee back in the game for the Raiders. Let's see what she can do.
Yeah, the freshman so far been dominating on both sides of the floor with 16 points and a bunch of steals. And she's going to try to find it over to Lee. Going to be knocked out of bounds, stay here with the Raiders. Inbound into Patrick. Then she's going to try to find it. She's going to be blocked. As Lily Drew now trying to pass it around for the Panthers. Over to J.C. Cole now. Feeds the high post to Roberson. Kicks it back out for three. No good. Gets her own rebound, though. Good hustle.
Oh.
And that's going to be a charge. Well taken charge there for Gabby Patrick.
Number 12, Lexi Thomas picks up another foul for that charge. Her second.
As Lee trying to work the ball around now. Over to Lynch. She's going to pick it up at the high post. Try to find it down to Farmer.
Lee setting up on the block now.
A couple of screens off the ball now. Lee wants it, going to be picked around by Roberson. Back to the Raiders. Roberson gets it again. All the way to the rack, and she's fouled.
Good take. That foul was on number 24, Lydia Wagner.
As Lee not going to walk it up by a bunch. Farmer not going to walk it around. Feeds it down to Lee. Back to the corner. Right back to her. What a play. And not going to go. As Anna Roberson now going to try to work it around over to Lily Drew. Cole going to try to find one. Feeds the high post to Roberson. She's going to throw it up a little floater. Drops it in.
Knightstown's find that open space and at the high post.
Yeah, finally trying to find some sort of offense now. Getting a feeding the high post a couple buckets, a couple dump downs. As the Raiders try to do the same here, it's going to be batted away, and Panthers taking over. As Drew tries to throw it up again, off the mark.
Checking in for the Panthers, number 5, Haley Lacey. Checking in for the Raiders, number 2, Clara Walker. And number 20, Hughes.
As the Raiders now going to walk it up. Haley Lacey going to apply a little bit of pressure here. Trying to create a steal. Makes her pick it up. Pass it away. Over to Wagner. Now to Walker. Farmer trying to do something now. Tries to feed the low post to Hughes. No good. As the Panthers now going to keep the basketball. Lily Drew going to fire one up from the free throw line off the mark.
Off the rebound from Knightstown.
Pulls it back out now. Anna Roberson going to try one. No good. Lily Drew fight for it now. She might get it. Raiders going to end up with it. As they're going to push the pace. Hughes going to try to go all the way coast to coast. Picks it up, shoots it. No good. As the bodies are flying all over the floor, it looks like we're going to get a jump ball here. Alternating possession. Back to the Raiders.
Correction. Lady Panther ball.
It's going to be Panthers ball.
I apologize. The board is wrong down there. Panthers going to stay with it here. With just about 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Raiders just trying to chew out the clock here. Panthers trying to score something. That was Lily Drew now trying to find it. Back to her now. Drives down the baseline. She's going to get a foul. No basket. Foul's going to be on the floor.
Foul's on number 20, Haley Hughes, her third, team second.
Back over to Lily Drew. Panthers working the ball now. Closing in their halfway mark in the fourth quarter now. And she's going to pull up for mid-range off the mark for Lacey. Ball's tipped away, going to go to the Raiders. As they feed the short corner, and they're going to find a bucket for two. We apologize for the fans diving in front of the camera. Not much help we can do there.
Checking in for the Raiders, number 11, Casey Hill.
As they're going to fight for it again, we're going to get a foul this time.
Foul team at number 24, Lydia Wagner, her second, team's third.
As Lacey tries to feed the high post again, going to be stolen away, and she's going to pick up the foul now.
Lacey picks up her third foul tonight. That's two fouls for the Panthers.
She tries to dribble around now, trying to chew up some clock. Approaching the 3-minute mark now.
Raiders working the ball around, looking to get it inside.
As it's over to Walker now. Over to Farmer.
Pass down low, blocked away.
Ooh. Raiders going to get it in successfully now. As they're going to pull it back out. And never mind, going to be a double dribble. Back to the Panthers again.
She was looking for the skip pass in the corner. Picked it up a little too early. J.C. Cole bringing it up for the Knightstown now.
As you're going to try to go all the way to the rim. A fancy move. No good.
Give me a jump ball. Raiders ball. Checking in for the Panthers, number 1, Destiny McLaughlin. The Raiders still with a 30-point lead.
As Farmer now going to just walk it up, take some time off the clock, work the ball around the top of the key. They're going to pass it over to Walker.
Tipped
And
away.
it's going to be stripped away by Lexi Thomas, and she's going to fumble it all the way down the court, out of bounds. And the Raiders going to have possession.
Raiders working the ball around the perimeter.
Back down, still working the wall around the perimeter now. Just trying to pull as much of that clock as they can now. Finds it over to corner, long 3, blocked there by Grace
what a
Minnie.
save.
As well, we're going to try to find one. Not going to happen. Over to Hill. Back to Walker. Passes it down to Farmer, and she's going to drop it in for the deuce.
Shenandoah working the ball around, getting in low, making it look easy tonight.
Yeah, a lot of passes there with just a couple dribbles there. What a coach likes to see.
Good possession.
As the Panthers now just going to pass it around, feed the high post again. Over for the 3. Benny will walk 3 on the way, off the mark. Rebound by Thomas, feeds the high post again to McLaughlin. No good, and we're going to get a foul. Looks like it might be on the ground here.
Foul's going to be on number 11, Casey Hill, her second. Team's 4th.
As the Panthers now try to get it in now, they finally do. Pass back to the corner. Looks like it might be Reagan off the mark.
Shenandoah taking it the other way. Going to work the ball around the perimeter again.
Farmer now looks to go one-on-one. Keep the ball around the perimeter. Log 3 on the way from Walker. Way off the mark.
It's going to be Panthers ball.
With 35 seconds left to go in this one. It's all Raiders in the first half, all Raiders in the second half. And they absolutely dominated this one and punched their ticket to Saturday night at 6 p.m. to take on the winner of the next game, which will also be streamed live right here on Tri-High School Sports Network. From the winner of the Tri-High Lady Titans versus the Blue River Lady Vikings coming up next. As this one's going to be tipped away and stay here.
Shenandoah's defensive pressure really led to their success tonight. Lots of steals, lots of easy baskets.
Yeah, really got it done on both ends, but you could say that press and that defense really was the story of the night. Led to a lot of quick, easy buckets.
Nice down, getting in low. Basket for Destiny McLaughlin.
As that's going to do it here for us in the first game of the night, as the Shenandoah Raiders going to advance to the county championship tomorrow at 6 o'clock. As a reminder, they will face the winner of the next game coming up live right here on Tri-High School Sports Network. A game between the Tri-High Lady Titans and the Blue River Vikings. Coming up right here, stay tuned. We will be going live just shortly for that one after their 20-minute warm-up. Should be a good one. We're excited. Hope you're excited. We'll be right back here on Tri-High School Sports Network.